from, your past, is a gift. Okay, so the topic for today is how you can turn your life around. One simple way. Okay, so a lot of people seem to think that to help others, you need to help many others. And the truth is that you can change your own life by just helping one person. That one person, it's already creating a ripple effect. So, say for example, as a child, you had a certain experience, okay? And as we've discussed many times before in previous videos, you are not alone. In whatever you've experienced, there's thousands of other people in the world that have had a similar or the same experience as you. So none of us are ever alone in what we've been through. So I put it to you today to find one other person that has been through something just like you and to help them, just as we're going through this process together now of understanding the event, understanding your place in that event. Okay, your innocence, understanding that you were innocent. You had no choice at the time of what happened. Okay, these events happen to us as children, and it's what we do with those events in our mind, it's what we create that will determine the rest of your life. It determines what you create in your life. Now, my focus for you is to get you away from feeling sorry for yourself, get you away from being the victim. Okay, because as long as you keep those thoughts, you're always a prisoner of that event. Do you understand? So you need to look at the event for what it is. Okay, that this other person has harmed you, but that it was not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You were just a child, an innocent child that came into this circumstance. You came into this situation already. Okay, and what you get from that, you decide where your life goes from there. Whether you decide that you were to blame, that you were a victim of what happened, and you will spend the rest of your life living that out. So what I put to you today is to really look at that event and look at yourself as that child that's come into the world, that has no knowledge of anything in the world yet. And this is what you've been introduced to. So now you're going out into the world with all those experiences behind you. And you have to decide today, at some point you have to decide, if you really want to be free, that you were just a child and that it wasn't your fault and that you didn't do anything wrong. And from there, understand that you have always been good enough. You are lovable. You can be loved. There's no such thing as being broken. There's no such thing in this world, because everything can be healed from within. Everything. You can always look at a situation again and look at it with completely new eyes, and it will change for you, and you will be a new person. So you need to really look at yourself as the child, the innocent child that was put into this situation, and understand that you have always deserved love. You've always deserved to be loved. You've always been good enough to receive love. You've always been worthy. That the adults in your life didn't have that to give to you, that was them. And hopefully, as the videos progress, you will start to see that. You will start to see that they couldn't do any better. They didn't know any better. That's all they knew, was what they gave you. That was the best that they could do for what they've been through. And once you understand that, you can forgive that. You don't have to have that person in your life anymore if they still cause you pain. I'm not talking about that kind of forgiveness where you forgive but you keep bringing them back so they can keep causing you pain. No, but it's being able to forgive to the point, you know, you don't need them to say sorry. They're not going to be sorry because they don't know they've done anything wrong. Some people will go through their whole life and they don't know they've done anything to hurt anyone else. Or if they have, this is what they've been through. And so they think, well, if it was good enough for me, it's good enough for you. Do you understand? So they will never, some people will never break out of that pattern. They will always stay in that pattern of self-loathing, you know, and resentment, and just never feeling good enough, never feeling worthy of anyone's love. And that's them. But that doesn't have to be you. And that's what I'm trying to tell you today. That doesn't have to be you. You can make a choice today to look at yourself when you were a child and say to yourself, but I was innocent. I didn't know anything else. I was brought into the world and that's what I was introduced to. You know? But you can start to move from there once you understand that that person that made that decision at the time, you know, that they're not good enough, has always been good enough. Has always been worthy. Not because of what you do, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. Just one person. Find one person that you can help see their beauty, help them feel listened to, help them feel appreciated, wanted, needed, help them feel worthy of love. And then you will start to see your love come through. And then you will understand that you've always been love. You've always been yearning to give that love away, but have always been too afraid. Once you start giving it, and another will receive it, it will grow. Okay. So remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages, because the next one may be the most important one. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.